Take a breath right now. Go ahead. Just one slow breath in. That air just entered your lungs. And here's the thing nobody tells you about it. Some of those molecules have been inside a living creature before, maybe many times, and one of those creatures might have been a dinosaur. That sounds like a stretch, it isn't, and once you understand why, you'll never think about breathing the same way again. Let's start with what air actually is. About 78% of every breath you take is nitrogen. Around 21% is oxygen. The rest is a mix of other gases, including a small amount of carbon dioxide. These molecules don't disappear. They cycle. They move through living things, through the atmosphere, through oceans, through rock, and back again, over and over, for billions of years. Scientists call this the carbon cycle, the nitrogen cycle, the oxygen cycle, but the idea behind all of them is the same. The Earth is a closed system. Almost nothing leaves, almost nothing new arrives. That means every molecule of air around you right now has been here for a very long time. Here's where the dinosaurs come in. A T-Rex breathes out. That carbon dioxide enters the atmosphere. Plants absorb it and convert it into oxygen through photosynthesis. Millions of years pass. The oxygen those plants released is still floating around, mixing into the atmosphere, spreading across the planet. You inhale. Some of that oxygen, statistically, came from a plant that was alive when dinosaurs roamed the Earth. But it goes further than that. Scientists have calculated that in every breath you take, there are roughly 10 sextillion molecules of oxygen. That's a 10 followed by 22 zeros. The atmosphere mixes so thoroughly and so evenly that any single molecule released anywhere on Earth, given enough time, will eventually spread everywhere on Earth. And more than 65 million years is more than enough time. So here's the calculation that will stay with you. With every single breath, you are statistically certain to inhale at least a few molecules that Julius Caesar breathed on the day he was assassinated. A few that were inside Cleopatra. A few that passed through the lungs of the last T-Rex to ever live. This isn't poetry. It's physics and math. The number of molecules in a single breath is so enormous and the atmosphere mixes so completely that the probability isn't maybe. It's effectively certain. Now think about oxygen specifically. Oxygen didn't always exist on Earth. For the first 2 billion years of our planet's history, there was almost none of it in the atmosphere. Then something happened. Tiny microorganisms called cyanobacteria evolved the ability to do photosynthesis. They started releasing oxygen as a byproduct, slowly, then in massive quantities. Scientists call this the Great Oxidation Event. It was, in a very real sense, the most important pollution event in Earth's history. Because, from the perspective of every living thing at the time, oxygen was toxic. Most life on Earth was wiped out. But from the wreckage, something new evolved. Life that could use oxygen, life like you. Every breath you take is possible because of a catastrophe that happened over 2 billion years ago. Because tiny, invisible bacteria changed the entire atmosphere of a planet, and they're still doing it right now. In the ocean, invisible, ancient, and relentless. About half of the oxygen in every breath you take comes not from trees or forests, but from phytoplankton, microscopic marine organisms floating in the ocean. Forests matter, but the ocean breathes too. So, the next time someone talks about protecting the rainforest, remember that half your oxygen doesn't even come from land. Now come back to that breath you took at the beginning. Those molecules have traveled through oceans and forests, through ancient bacteria and prehistoric lungs, through volcanoes and ice ages, through millions of years of a planet constantly recycling itself. They were never created for you. They were never saved for you. They just kept moving. And right now, for this one moment, they passed through you. And tomorrow, someone else will breathe them.